Hi, welcome to Homemade Italian Cooking. I'm Cara. So, oh my God, bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? And there's nothing better than making your own bacon at home. So it's really not that hard to do. I was inspired by Alton Brown. He did a TV show a few years ago on how to make bacon. Of course, he made it very complicated and involved a refrigerator and dryer vent, but we're not going to do anything like that. We're going to do a very simple cure in hot smoke. So what I've got is, I've got 3 pounds of pork belly. You can watch my video on how to trim a pork belly whole. And this is 3 pounds that I'm using. You can hopefully see the beautiful layer of fat and marbling that's in there. It's going to make gorgeous bacon. There's a lot of meat and the fat to meat ratio is good. Process is we're going to mix some spices. I'll explain that in a second. We're going to mix those together. We're going to stick it all in a Ziploc bag and we're going to leave it in a Pyrex dish in the refrigerator for 7 to 10 days, and we'll flip it each day. And at the end of that, time period, then we'll have cured bacon, and then we'll go to hot smoke. So this is part 1 of the video. The first thing you need to do is to get a pork belly. This pork belly I got from D'Artagnan. It's that very special, excellent breed of pig, heritage pig called Berkshire pork. And this should make an outstanding slab of bacon. Now the version that I'm making for this recipe is a maple syrup espresso bacon with some ground black pepper in it as well. So it should be really, really tasty. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to create the rub. And with that, I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Cures need to have sugar in it and a sweetener, and you also need about a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. So I'm going to put those 2 in, and I'm going to put in a tablespoon of cracked black pepper. Get this. That's going to give it a nice flavor there. I am going to add 1 scant tablespoon of, well, I'll use the half. How about this? I'll do a half of, this is espresso powder. This is going to give it a deep flavor. You're really not going to taste the coffee. You're just going to know that it tastes nice and deep. So that's a half and maybe just another little bit more of espresso. Okay. We're going to mix this. Make sure that brown sugar is nice and not lumpy. Okay, now this is the most important ingredient and I want to talk about it. This is called pink salt. It's actually pink curing salt. Do not confuse this with the pink Himalaya salts and some of the other fancy finishing salts. This is curing salt, and what makes this, this is the most important ingredient really in curing bacon, because it's a mixture of about 96%, 94% salt and about 6% nitrate. The nitrate is what is going to kill any botulism or bad bacteria that's in the cure while this is going through the 7-10 day process. I know there's a lot of debate about nitrates. I know nitrates are not good. People don't eat bacon because of the nitrates. But I'm making the personal choice to use this because I'd rather have my family safe, and myself, or anyone that eats my food, have them safe from any kind of food poisoning. So I think go with the safety, use the curing salt. It really, for the few times that you might make this, I don't think it'll really be too bad. So with that, I'm only going to use a ½ teaspoon. And that's all you need in order to get the effectiveness. I got this at a specialty store. Morton's makes a quick cure, they call it. If you're doing larger batches of curing meats and stuff, you'll go through a lot more, but this will last me a really long time. Okay, so I've got our curing salt, or pink salt, in there. And now the last ingredient for this particular rub is 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And this is going to be that mapley extra sweetness. It's going to make this rub amazing. And now we've got this phenomenal paste of maple and espresso. All right, so now comes the messy part. I'm going to get my Ziploc bag ready and to rub it on both sides, everywhere. See all that meat here? We're going to rub this in. The salt, the kosher salt that we used, is going to help pull out the moisture and dry and cure as well. And the combination with the sugar is going to help preserve this. And that looks pretty good. Got just about all of it on. We've coated all sides. And now let's stick this in the Ziploc. Okay, and in it goes. Good fit. We're back. I've got this Ziplocked in a heavy-duty bag. I'm going to set this inside my Pyrex to keep it just neat. And one tip I do suggest is to mark with a Sharpie on the outside of the bag the date that you did it, because you just never know if you forget about it. So I'm going to put that, we'll put this in the refrigerator, and I will once a day go and turn it over, flip it. I know it's going to turn out great, so stick with me and we'll see you in about 10 days or so. All right, our bacon, our pork belly, has been cured for 8 days now, and you can see this beautiful kind of dark color that it's turned. It's really nice, so it's ready to go on and be smoked. So to smoke it, I've got our grill set up here on a very low temperature. We're going to smoke it, low smoke it at about 200, and I'm just going to make a little packet of the soaked chips, fold it up, poke holes in the top. That's going to let the smoke come out, and then we are going to put it on. All right, so now I'm going to put our pork belly on here. Might as well make use of the hot grill. I'm going to low smoke a couple of baby back ribs on there as well. All right, so that's on. I've got the flame going on this side. Okay, the bacon is finished. We took it off the grill, let it cool down in the refrigerator overnight, and that made it much easier to slice. So I used an electric slicer, and we cut our bacon very thin, and I hope you can see how beautifully this turned out. The slices are, you know, just wonderful. They're very uniform in size, and I'd say, you know, that was about 2.5, 3 pounds. Made a lot of bacon, and I'm going to portion this up and set it aside. But this looks fantastic. So here is the 2 slices that I just fried up, and I can't wait to try this. They're surprisingly, they don't curl. I cooked them in the pan and not in the oven, and they cooked really fast, faster than regular bacon. So now let me give it a taste. We'll see. Oh my God. That is the way bacon should taste. It is so meaty, and yet has so much flavor. Very crispy. Absolutely love it. It's going to be perfect for breakfast on Sunday mornings. I think my husband's going to love this. So I hope you try it. Making bacon at home is really not that hard. We cured it, got a pork belly. We cured it for, in this case, because it was on the smaller side, I cured it for 8 days. Let it air dry for 24 hours, and then we smoked it on a low grill for about 5 hours, and that was it. It's really worth it. So subscribe to me below. Please leave me your comments. I love hearing from you. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Until next time.